YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kia and you're watching Kia's Budget Life. So this is a highly requested video and everyone's wanting to know how to make it. So it's pretty simple. So yeah, this is GoodNotes and yeah. So this is the cash stuffing breakdown, and as you can see, it's separated into bills, cash envelopes, and sinking funds. So let's just go ahead and show you guys how to do everything. So the first thing you want to do is download GoodNotes. It's completely free. You can make up to 3 documents or 3 budget sheets for free, and then you have to pay to get any extra. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new document. So you go to New, go to Notebook. And then right here, it's normally in white, and I have it in black right now. You can have it in white or black, whichever one you prefer. So in order to change the color of the background, you can click here. If you guys can see right here, and see, you can choose paper color. I got it on dark, and then this is the default is the white and yellow. This is white, yellow, and dark. These are the ones you can choose from, but I decided to do dark. So you want to click on dotted paper, name your notebook, which today we're doing a cash stuffing breakdown, and then you're going to go to create. So I don't have an Apple pen, you guys. I actually got this stylus pen from Dollar Tree temporarily until I am able to get an Apple pen. It's a real pen, and then on the other side it's a stylus pen, so it's super cool. But the reason for doing a dotted paper is to help us keep our lines straight and things like that. So the first thing you want to do is you want to make sure it's in portrait mode. So either you can change the template, go to change template, and go up here where it says portrait. I already have it in portrait. Sometimes it's in landscape by default, but you want to make sure it's in portrait. Or you can go to the 3 dotted lines up here and go to rotate this page and do clockwise 90%. But mine was already portrait, so now it's landscape. Just go back to it, go to rotate and do clockwise 90 degrees. So you can do it either one of those 2 ways, but you want to make sure it's in portrait mode and not turning the other way. So next thing you want to do is just click on the pen, and it's going to activate where you can draw and write and all that good stuff. So we're going to start off by text, and we're going to put in, we're just going to use white for now, but we're going to click here in this little box here that has a little T. So you just click anywhere to make the text box appear, and then here you can choose what font you want. I normally use Noteworthy on bold, and then I use 30 as a size. This is for the title, and then we're going to change the color to white. Then you just want to put it up at the top. If you want to, you can just zoom out and make sure it's in the middle. Don't have to be perfect. So next you want to click again. Let me put my phone here. So this is what I'm referring to, because we're creating this. Alright, so you're going to type in pay date. And you're just going to put it, just going to click and drag, or click and drag. You're going to put your pen on it and just drag it wherever you want to put it. I'm putting mine there. And then to make the line here, we're going to make a line. That's what I have on my spreadsheet. To make a line, of course it's not going to be straight if we're doing it. So what you want to do is click here on this little icon that has the shapes, and then you can choose how thick you want the line, and I'll just put it in the middle, and then it's already on white by default, and you just want to trace the the row of dotted lines, so like this, and see, it just made it straight by itself. So I can just, like, let's just say, like, see, that's not straight, now it's straight, so it does it for you. Alright, then next you want to do the same thing with the total. Just click back on the text box and then click anywhere and just type in total. And again, you want to go to the shapes icon and just draw you a line. Now, if for some reason you want to move these a little bit, you can just go here to this little line here. I can't think of, it's called a lasso. We're going to call it a lasso. So you click there, and you just circle around where you want to move, then click on it, go to resize, and you can just move it around. So I'm gonna put it about right there. And the same thing with total. Resize. See how it's got cash stuffing breakdown, so it's gonna move with cash stuffing. It shows you what's gonna be moved. In order to go back to text box, because this total is a text box, so I'm gonna just move that down. The reason why it does that is because the text box, see how the box is into breakdown, the words up there, you just move it down just a little. Try to resize that text box if you can. You might not be able to, but yeah, that is the reason why the lasso was taking that into. But that's one way you can move things and resizing and changing the colors, is doing the lasso. Right there. I'm just going ahead and move this one so it can be evened out. Whoops, what did I do? Okay. So as you can see, these dotted lines on this sheet helps out a lot, but we will remove them when we're done. So that's how you make a straight line. So next we're gonna go back to the text box, and now we're gonna put in the bills. So mine I had in pink. And I just do all the titles in 30, the size 30. And there's a way you can have it where every time you do a new text box, it automatically has it whatever you had it on last, but it's not showing up for some reason. And then we're going to do another one, sinking funds. Alright, so in order to get the text box where you can put in your categories and everything, you still go to the shapes icon, and I get the thickest one. And then you just make a really big text box. You can resize it later if it is too big, but just go right under the word and maybe like halfway. Just do like this. Doesn't have to be perfect, because bam, it did it by itself. Go back to the lasso, because you can actually copy this and put it right over here. So just circle on the last, or circle the portion of the text box, click inside the lasso and go to copy, and then you just press and hold and then press paste. So now it has another text box right beside it. So I don't have as many bills as I do sinking funds, so you can adjust. You can turn it all kind of ways and all that good stuff. But we're just going to make it, you can do it this way, or you can just do the shapes again, just draw out another box, however you want to do it, because it's not going to actually open up wider, I don't think. No, it's just going to keep it exactly the way it is right there. You can do it that way if you want the exact same box, or like I said, you can go to shapes and just draw another one. Just like that. So I'm going to make another one for my cash envelopes. Now that you got your boxes, we're going to do the lines in between the boxes. So with my bills and my cash envelopes, I only have like 2 columns. Yeah, that's it. So bills and cash envelopes only have 2 columns with those. So I'll just go to shapes. And I'll just pick a darker, or a little bit of a darker color than white, which would be like a gray. You don't want it as thick as the white one, so you just go down to the next one, and then we're just going to draw a line about 1/3 of the box, something like that. Then you're going to do the same thing with cash envelopes. It just depends on where you want it. You can just play around with it. If you don't like it, you can erase it, because there is an eraser. Up at the top there's a pen, an eraser, a highlighter. This is the shapes, the lasso. This is where you add clip art, I guess that's what you want to call it, pictures, and text box. And there's another one, I'm not sure what that is. I don't never use it. Okay, so then you want to zoom in. This is where you're going to make all the lines. So this is where the dotted lines really come in handy. So all you're doing is just tracing the lines, however many you want, however many bills, however many sinking funds or cash envelopes you have. You can just do as many as you want. You can do every single row. I did every single row. You don't have to. You can skip a row. Like, you just, do that, skip a row, do a line, something like that, however you want to do it. I'm just going to keep going like that, or you can do every single one like I was telling you guys. Alright, so I just did bills for right now. I want to show you guys something. So on mine I have a total at the bottom. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to, so at this point you can write in everything by hand, but I like to use, you know, the text box. So I'm going to go down here, and my text is in green. So the text that I do in the box, I do like a 20. I don't make it as big as the titles and stuff. So we're going to type in total and put it somewhere like that. And then see, I don't need this line here because this is just a total. So what you want to do is go to the eraser, and see, you can make it as small and as big as you want. So I just left it on the smallest one. You can zoom in as well. I'm just going to erase this line here. So you can do it where you can, you know, have to keep doing it like that, or you can click the eraser again, and it has the precision eraser, standard, or the stroke eraser, and it tells you what it means. So the precision is what I just had it on, and then standard is, it'll help out a lot more. Let me show you what the difference is. So this is the standard eraser. See, it helps so much. It just takes it off a lot better. And then the stroke eraser, see, it takes the whole line off. Okay. And then, like I said, the precision just has you, you know, doing exactly how you want it. But I like to use the standard one. So that's what we're going to do to remove that. So now that you have the total, I'm going to go back to text box, and I'm going to just put in a random total. Actually, what I have on here for my bills that week was $3.74. We enter in the bills. So I'm just go ahead and do that. So the first one I do is I put in the category. Just use the same color. Well, actually, it doesn't matter what it's on, because you can resize and change the color with the lasso. So just do categories, and all caps is the title. And then I just put a plus and a minus sign right there. And like I said, I want it to be the same exact color as bills. So just get the lasso, go over categories, click in the lasso, go to color, go to custom, and get it just the way it is right there. And then the same thing with the plus and the minus. And then once again with the lasso, you can resize it. And just like that. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and use my text box to fill in my categories. Okay, so another thing a lot of people was wanting to know is how about the emojis and stuff. So all you gotta do is just click there where the smiley face is, and you just input an emoji. And if it goes down below the words, all you gotta do is just stretch the text box, and it'll go right back up. Just put it wherever you like. Alright, so I'm not going to put exactly all of them. I'm just giving you guys an example. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do the cash envelopes as well. Alright, so now that we did that, like I said, with bills and categories I only have 2 columns, and then with sinking funds I have 3, because I actually want to keep track of the balance with my sinking funds. So we're going to go back to these shapes, and we're going to go ahead and draw in 2 or 3 columns, so that's 2 lines instead of 1. So I'm going to do about, it's just something you really have to play around with to see exactly where you want it, but you don't need that much room because you're just putting in numbers. Okay, so that looks about right, because you want this side here to have the most space because you're putting in your categories. So these 2 are just numbers, so they shouldn't be as big. Okay, so on sinking funds, I have categories, and then I have the plus minus. Go ahead and put that there. Paste. Resize and change the color. Okay, so this 3rd column here, and go to text box, is going to be balanced. So I don't put, you can put the whole word, but I just put BAL. Right there. You can zoom in if you need to, and get my lasso, and I'm going to change the color, and I'm going to change the size, just like that. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put in my categories. So like I said, you can use the text box and just put in the categories with the text box, or you can just go to the pen and then just put them in yourself. I think I'm gonna try it this time. I didn't do it on the one you guys seen on Facebook. As some of you have seen on Facebook, I did actually use the text box. I think I'm gonna use the pen this time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put in my categories. So y'all see why I use a text box, because I have, like, my handwriting on this iPad is horrible. I'm gonna just leave it at those 3. I have a lot more. The next thing I'm gonna show you guys is how to put in a like I have the dollar signs in balance, which should be easy for you guys now. At this point, I didn't show you guys all the basics of how to create everything. So you can click text box and just do a dollar sign, and then the same thing with the lasso. All you're gonna do is just copy and paste it everywhere. And see how it has balance and the dollar sign? You don't want that. So like I said, the reason why it does that is because, see, the text box of balance is all the way over here on the dollar sign. You just want to resize it a little bit if you can. Or what you can do is just move the dollar sign for now over here and just do it that way. And just lasso it like that. Copy. And then just paste it this way. Paste. Paste. Oh, another thing, if it's a text box and you want to like erase it, it's not going to erase with just the eraser. You have to literally go to the text box icon and delete it. So just let you guys know that. So the next thing to do, I think I had made these a bit bigger. It's really just something you have to like play around with, but it's super easy. I did not know how easy it was to make these. So yeah, the next thing that I did was, I'm not gonna put the total down here because I'm just showing you guys everything, but I went to the highlighter, which is this little button here. If you don't know that it's a highlighter, you just click on it twice and it'll show you it's a highlighter, or you know what everything is. You just click on it twice. So yeah, that's just the shape tool. This is, yeah, the lasso tool. This is the, like I said, it's just clip art and stuff like that. That's a picture, that's a text box. So like I said, go to the highlighter, and mine is in pink. So if you want to change it, it has like 3 different default colors. So if you want to change it, just click on a color again and choose what you want. See, I'm not going to do it as dark. I'll just do like a lighter pink. You don't have to do this. This is just what I did on my spreadsheet. And then also you can choose the thickness, and also you can click on the highlighter icon, and it has it where you can draw in a straight line, or you don't have to. Say you just highlight it just like that, and then like I said, I'll just do it in the colors that I chose. You can perfect it, getting the, you know, the eraser and things like that, but it looks really good either way. But yeah, so I did the same thing with the total. I just used a green color. Sorry about that noise, y'all. It's my baby. Let's see, we'll do this color, and then we're just going to highlight. That's, another thing, if you want to just like view it and not write on it, you can just click here where it has the little pen, and you just click on it, and now you can just, you know, it's not gonna, it's like the pen is deactivated or whatever. Another thing I forgot to show you guys is now that we're done, in order to remove those dots off the background, you just go here to the 3 dots here, and you go to change template, and you just go to blank and press apply. So now you don't have, now you don't have those dots anymore. So that is it for this video. I hope this helped you guys. If it did, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Let me know how it was for you in the comments below. If you have any more questions, leave a comment. And yeah, we'll get back to you guys for the very next video. Bye guys.